What's good, YouTube? It's your boy SKY Jordan. In today's video, I got some advice for upcoming artists. Whether you just started rapping yesterday, today, you've been rapping for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you ain't blew up yet, this video is for you. Hopefully, I can say something in here that can help you, put you on the right point, put some shit in perspective for you. So, let's get into it. One of the first things that you need to understand as an upcoming artist, don't nobody owe you anything. Regardless of how much money you put into recording, mixing, mastering, promotion, nobody owes you anything. You have to earn it, right? What you're doing is something that a lot of people want to do. It's literally like 4 million people trying to be in the lane that you're trying to be in. Regardless if you feel like you're unique doing something different, trust me, there are other people that's out there trying to do the same thing as you. You have to work hard. You need to stand out. You need to separate yourself from those people, right? Nothing is given to you, all right? You have to go and earn. You have to go and take the position that you want, all right? The fans out there, they're going to find you if you put yourself in the position, right? But don't nobody owe you nothing, all right? Just keep that in mind, because like a lot of artists are entitled, right? They feel some type of entitlement. They're like, yo, I feel like I'm the best. I put this music out. I spent this much money on marketing, this much money on the music video. People are supposed to fuck with me. They gotta fuck with me. No, they don't. Like, they don't, right? You can put it out there, but it's up to the people to receive it. So make sure you're putting the best product out there. You being your best version of yourself all the time, all right? So understand that. Don't get to feeling entitled, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're feeling entitled, like, you're gonna be mad a lot. You're gonna regret a lot of shit. You're gonna feel like people are wasting your time. You're gonna feel like people are hating on you. Don't feel entitled, because don't nobody owe you shit for real. Like, I'm just being honest. Second thing I need you to understand is that you can be the most talented artist ever and never blow up, all right? That's just the truth, all right? A lot of factors go into blowing up. Blowing up means different things depending on the person that you ask. But in most cases, a lot of up-and-coming artists want to be famous. They want to be industry. They want to be mainstream. They want to be loved by millions and millions of people, work with brands and all this other shit, right? So listen to me closely, right? If you want to blow up, and if you're very fucking talented and you're not promoting your songs, you're not shooting videos, you're not engaging with fans, you're not going to blow up. Just because you're talented doesn't mean you're going to blow up, all right? A person can be less talented than you, but put music out and build a fan base. They will blow up before you, because they're putting in the work. They're engaging with fans. They're bringing in fans, all right? They're going to shows. They're doing shows. You can be talented, but what's your work ethic like? You know what I'm saying? That's the point. Are you able to build a fan base? Are you consistent, all right? A lot of talented people, they get complacent, they get lazy, they get stuck in their comfort zone, and they don't take risks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can be the most talented person and never make it. You can never blow up. But it just depends on you. Don't be the talented person that's always sitting back like, yo, I could have did this, I could have did that. At least try. Like, if you feel you're talented at something, you're destined to do something, you feel like you're great at something, do it. Try it. At least you try it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of people out there trying to do the same thing that you're doing. But guess what? Those people might give up before you, and you might figure it out before they do. And the third thing I need you to understand is that you are not always going to be the exception to the rule. I know a lot of people like to think that they're the exceptions to every single rule. Some rules you will be the exception, but in other cases you won't. Like, a lot of people will sit there and be like, oh, this person blew up by putting their songs here. That doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You know, a person will like, oh, this person rapped for this many years and then all of a sudden they just blew up. It might happen for you. It might not. All right. You're not going to be the exception. You can't sit there and follow every step in somebody else's career and expect the same shit to happen for you. There's a lot of people out there that's trying to be Juice WRLD, but they don't even know how Juice WRLD really blew up for real. They don't know when Lil Baby and them came into the picture. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. They just know what they see online and be like, okay, this happened, this happened, this happened. So if I do this, this, and this, it'll happen for me too. But it doesn't work like that. Everyone is not going to be the exception. You know, sometimes luck plays a huge part in that. Timing plays a huge part of that. You know, so keep that in mind. Like, you may be the exception to some rules, but all of them, nobody's going to be the exception to every rule. And the fourth thing I got for you is to be yourself. Embrace yourself, all right? You are unique. Your DNA is coded differently than everybody else's on the fucking planet, unless you're an identical fucking twin, all right? But your DNA is different from everybody else's. Your personality is different from everybody else's. You see the world differently from everybody else. You hear shit differently than everybody else. So I need you to be yourself. We already had Juice WRLD. We already had X. You know what I'm saying? We already got Lil Baby, for one. We already got Drake. We don't need more Drakes. We don't need more Lil Durks, all right? We don't need more of those. Be yourself. You can become a version of your favorite artist, but different if you want to be. You can be whatever the fuck it is you want to be, but don't sit there and try to force yourself to be somebody that you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep that in mind. People like authentic shit, so you're authentic. If you be yourself, people will want to be like you. If you carry yourself with the confidence, the swagger that you need, you know what I'm saying? People will follow you. People will respect that. So just keep that in mind. The fifth thing I got for you is to learn the fucking business. So like, if you want to be able to make $500 a month off your music, guess what you're going to have to do? Figure out how many streams it's going to take on each platform to get the money that you're looking for. You don't have to get the whole 500 from Spotify if that's what you're trying to do. You can get 100 from Apple Music, $25 from Spotify. You can get $300 from Tidal or whatever the fuck is it. You got to come up with a plan. Learn the business. Learn how the splits work. Learn when the payouts are. You know what I'm saying? Learn how much, like, you can sell physical product and all this other shit. Learn the business. Learn how to read the contracts. Learn how to negotiate terms with producers to give them some money up front, so they can get less money on the back end, or you ain't got the money up front, you can get them more money on the back end. You feel me? So learn the business. Learn. See when it's feasible to bring in a manager. All right. Most people think a manager is going to take their career to the next level when they don't have no motion. Managers come into play when you have motion. Learn business. Learn what a manager's supposed to do, so you don't get upset when the manager takes their 20% off top. You know, learn how to pay the engineer. You know, learn how to play the producer, the graphic designer, the videographer. Learn the business. Learn how to write contracts, read contracts, negotiate terms, all that. Become a businessman, woman, they, whatever. I don't know how to say businessman, businesswoman, business person, I guess. Yeah, that's right? Business person. And this piece of advice right here might be the most important part in the video. But listen, knowing the correct people can change your life, all right? Knowing people that can get your name and work in front of the people that you need to get in front of means a lot, all right? Relationships make this music shit go. People do favors for favors all the fucking times. I know artists that got deals just because they fuck with somebody, all right? They didn't even record a fucking song yet. They be like, yo, I fuck with you. I fuck with your judgment. So yeah, we'll give them a try, or give her a try, give them a try. That shit have happened. It's so fucking simple, because people like working with people that they trust, that they fuck with. That's just the reality of the situation. That's like when I came to Atlanta in the first place, bro. I came out here to visit. You know what I'm saying? One of my homies seen that I was in Atlanta. He linked me with somebody that worked at a studio and was a studio manager. All right? That person then got me a fucking interview at a studio. And I never fucking went back to where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of the situation. Because I knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody that got my name to where it needed to be, so I can get into a position to where I could get experience in the music industry, work with famous artists, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, learn the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit happened, like that. That shit wasn't planned, you know what I'm saying? I literally came out here visiting and I never fucking went back home. You feel what I'm saying? Look, and another thing that you need to understand is, you, the upcoming artist, singer, songwriter, you need to be a likable person. You need to be somebody that people want to be around. All right? I can't stress this enough, because if you have a person that has a bad vibe or fucked up vibe, you're not going to feel comfortable creating with that person. You're not going to want to work with that person. People tend to work with people that they feel comfortable around, that they can get the best out themselves around. And that's just the reality of the situation. I've seen people get kicked out of studio sessions because they just wasn't vibing. They was doing too much. They was talking too much. They was cracking jokes when it wasn't time to crack jokes. I've seen people just be rude as fuck, and then they miss out on opportunities, right? Don't nobody want to do shit for a person that's rude. no matter how talented they are. I'm pretty sure you've heard that story before dealing with athletes. You have to be coachable. But in the music industry or just in life in general, you have to be a likable person for people to support you and want to put you in position to win. And another thing I need up and coming artists to do is to understand you got to be consistent. But you have to be consistently improving. You can't be doing something consistently the bad way and expecting to get better. That's crazy. You're not going to do that. When you're consistent, I want you to get consistent, fall in love with the process of getting better. Even if you're getting better 5% every day, just get fucking better. All right. So if you put a song out and you market it to 200 streams, cool. Figure out how to get it to 300 next time. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what went wrong. When are people clicking off the song? Is the graphic art cool? What's the impressions looking like? Figure out shit. Like, figure it out. So, like, if your songs aren't hitting right, if you're not recording correctly, try to work on your recording techniques. If your mixes aren't coming out cool, see what's going on. See what's wrong. Like, try mixing in a different room. Try getting somebody else to mix it. Get a second opinion. Just be consistent. Because don't nobody want to do business. Don't nobody want to sign. Don't nobody want to manage a lazy artist that's not putting in the work, that's not even trying to get better. I want you to win. I keep telling y'all niggas that. You feel me? And last but not least, you need to understand this as an upcoming artist. Success is different for every single person. You and all your homies that's rapping together, you and all the artists that's in your city rapping together, y'all are all not going to be successful on the same level. You know, one or two of y'all might be mega stars. Other people might just be underground kings forever. Somebody might be a star but not a superstar or a mega star. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Like, really think about it. Success could mean a lot of different things. Success to somebody watching this video could be 500,000 YouTube subscribers doing like 500,000 views on every song that they drop, right? Or a person could be like, success to them is getting a Grammy. And that's just the end all be all of success. A platinum record, that's success. It depends. Some artists are bigger than other artists. Pause. That's just reality of the situation, right? Success is different. You need to understand that, all right? So keep that in mind. Your success is not going to necessarily look like somebody else's success, all right? Just keep that in mind. And don't let that get you down, because I know a lot of people think that just because they see somebody else put a song out, a video out, and that video goes crazy with like 50,000 views or some shit, and then you feel like your song is better than theirs, and you put yours out and you get 50 plays or 50 views, and you're gonna feel some type of way. But keep in mind, you don't know what them people did to get that 50K. You don't know how long they've been grinding. You don't know if they paid for the views. They had a great marketing plan. You don't know what their engagement like. You don't know if somebody reacted to it that helped blow that song up. You don't fucking know. So you can only control what you control. So your success, you need to worry about yours. Don't base it off other people's success, because everybody's shit's different. You might think that they're happy as fuck because they're winning. It looks like they're winning, but they might be miserable as fuck because they're trying to keep up with somebody else's, like you're trying to keep up with them. So understand, success looks different for everybody. But look, those are just a couple of things that I felt that I needed to share with you, because I want y'all to get better, man. I want better artists, man. I know a lot of artists. Look, those are just a few things that I wanted to share with you. Along my whole YouTube journey, I've encountered a lot of different artists. I know artists have been watching my channel and shit. Artists have got deals and all kind of other shit. Shout out to them. You feel me? I'm for the artist. I'm for the creator. I want y'all to win. But listen, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy SKY Jordan. I'm out of it. All right, cool.